What is going on, you nerds? No, seriously though, I know I reacted to the Superman trailer. I gave some thoughts about Superman based upon another content creator, but this time I want to talk about Fantastic Four. Now, these two movies are going to be the best movies that are going to come out in 2025. And I do have some thoughts around the Silver Surfer, so I wanted to touch base on that. Not based off of anybody else's opinion, but just based off of the trailer and what I've thought. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little reaction and my thoughts on Fantastic Four and where it might end up going in the future. But don't forget to check out all the additional social media down below, and don't forget to check out all the other content that's been coming out. It's great to see y'all come to the channel, and let's get into this. This is going to be the official trailer, not the ticket sales one, not the most recent one, the trailer that kind of showcased everything that's going to be going on.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space.
And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
Again, everything that I'm going to be saying is going to be based upon my opinion and my knowledge of the characters, okay? I'm not a crazy huge fan of Fantastic Four, but what I will say is that I am a huge fan when it comes to Silver Surfer. Now, just doing like a small breakdown of what we've seen as far as the trailer goes. This is going to take place in like a futuristic 1950s, 60s-esque universe. Clearly that's not going to be our universe, but the visuals themselves are absolutely beautiful. Ben Grimm himself, I believe is very comic accurate. And I know that there's a lot of people that are talking about his voice, a lot of people that believe that it should be like the way that it used to be back when the original Fantastic Four films are, but I do have to say I don't feel like there's enough adaptations of the Fantastic Four to be able to say that's his voice definitively. Like maybe in the movies, but the cartoons, some of the cartoons, they were gravelly, but not as gravelly as people want it to be. I get it. His vocal cords are like rocks, right? But I don't think it really takes anything away from it. He looks like the Thing. He sounds great, in my opinion. And we're just going to move forward from Ben Grimm because I think they did a fantastic job. The animation, the graphics, the facial features are really good. You can actually tell that he has emotional expression in him. And then you go forward where they introduce everybody. You got Johnny, you got Ben, you got Herbie. Herbie looks great. Johnny looks great. Of course, Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic and Susan Storm over here as an Invisible Woman. I think they look fantastic as well. I think they're great castings. I think as a whole, they click in these types of conversations. They feel like a family, and I think that's what they're really trying to get at, which is good to see because that's how the Fantastic Four is supposed to be. You get one member of the Fantastic Four, you get all members of the Fantastic Four. And then, of course, we have the aspect of Galactus. Either Galactus or the Silver Surfer either imposing on an attack or Galactus has arrived, and this is what it looks like when he's coming in on his ship, depending on how he's actually going to be traveling on top of all that. And then, of course, we go a little bit further. And yes, I understand. This looks great. Let me tell you something right now. This looks great. All four of them, you can tell like they're the highlight of the movie. They just look fantastic. No pun intended. And then, of course, you get the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer is fine. Let me tell you something. Now that we've actually talked about it halfway through the trailer, I don't care that the Silver Surfer is depicted as a female. According to the writers, this is Shia LaBeouf. This is going to be a completely different universe. Shia LaBeouf was Norrin Rad's spouse, wife, life partner, and Norrin Rad is the original individual who became the Silver Surfer. I'm more of a Silver Surfer fan. I'm more of a Galactus fan. I just love their storytelling, their story base, but I don't really care if the Silver Surfer is depicted as a woman. This is what I have learned reading Silver Surfer comics. As much as people call him or he or that he's a guy, realistically, once Galactus empowered him with the power cosmic, genetically, it doesn't matter. Genetically, he is not a she. He's his own entity. If the Silver Surfer wanted to, the male version, Norrin Rad version, if he wanted to, he can genetically modify his body to look like a female because he is not a man or woman, even though that in the comics it consistently says he, on a power cosmic level, he is not to be separated by becoming a man or a woman. Okay? Because Norrin Rad was a guy, his appearance is going to be a guy. Because Shia LaBeouf was a female, her appearance is going to be a female. However, they can genetically alter their appearances if they really wanted to with the power cosmic. So I don't really care. People shouldn't really care about that aspect, giving that type of information either. But this is what I will say, is that it looks great. Compared to the original Silver Surfer that we ended up getting back in the day on Rise of the Silver Surfer, I think it is a great upgrade. I think it looks very fluid. What more can you do with a person who's all silver? Okay? What more can you do? I can understand why it looks the way that it looks because, again, it is powered by the power cosmic. Being able to be the one person who summons Galactus, being the most powerful being in the universe, one of the most powerful beings in the universe, holding that type of power, authority, and confidence in the universe, I believe the way that they presented it in the trailers so far is pretty good. I'm not too upset about that. When you continue to go forward, of course, we have these scenes where Johnny's kind of chasing Silver Surfer. I personally think, in my own opinion, that this is a homage back to Rise of the Silver Surfer, where Mr. Fantastic told Johnny to chase after him. I think this is one of those situations, and it looks great. I think it looks absolutely good. The way that she maneuvers, I think it looks good. You touch here, you can see the ripple effects of touching the power cosmic. I'm wondering, because he touched the board, if something's going to happen like back in the day of Rise of the Silver Surfer, if his powers might be altered in a specific way. Because as soon as he touched it, maybe it was because he entered space. I don't know. But you could tell that the power just left him. So here we are. Maybe it's just because he's reaching a specific altitude in space. But you see the reaction, grabs it, immediately turns away. You see this trail of power cosmic? That's one effect that we didn't end up getting back in the day when we first got Rise of the Silver Surfer. But the way that she maneuvers it, the speed that she has, the way that she can actually, I guess, navigate through space. And then, of course, they're talking about that the world is coming to an end, and Fantastic Four has come up with a specific plan of what they're going to end up doing. World wants to know if they're all safe. Of course, he has no answers because this is all new. This is all untouched territory for them. And then, of course, later on, you get the little bit of the silhouette of Galactus. But not only that, you actually get to see how big the city actually is. And I think it's pretty impressive. Now, as far as I could tell, they haven't officially showed Galactus. So they have showed him, but not in the actual trailer, like his face. They've shown the depiction of him. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's pretty impressive. Is it comic book accurate? It's very, very close. The only thing that I do not like about, you know what? I'm just going to show you an example. Okay, so this is the Galactus that we're supposed to be getting in the film. I like it and I don't like it. The reason why I don't like it is because he has such a giant being, his facial structure on the nose and on the lips is ridiculous compared to what we've had in the past when it comes to cartoons, artwork, animation. Look, I'll show you. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. As much as I love Galactus, as much as I love Silver Surfer, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So you take the Silver Surfer cartoon, right? Look how wide his mouth is. Look how big his nose is. It just 100% fits his face compared to, what the hell is this? I don't understand what this is. And then his eyes, I just feel, are way too small. Not only that, the helmet looks like a helmet, not like some civilized transformer shit going on. What is this, Unicron? What are we looking at? We look at even the cartoons. It's not derived in that type of way. His face actually fits the helmet. It doesn't look itty bitty. I don't like it that much. This is what it looked like in the animated, in the 3D, as more of a background. It fits his face. I like it. It's not that bad. You look at it from a comic book aspect. It fits his face. It's not that bad. It's the same every single time you see it. However, for whatever reason, they decided to go with this small facial structure with these small eyes, and I don't get it. I don't get it. And this transformer looking type of helmet and body, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not 100% opposed to it, but would it be my first choice to see Galactus? I don't think so. Not at all, sir. But then again, we get the aspect of them coming out. We get a little bit more of Shah LaBeouf, the Silver Surfer, coming out of some type of molten lava, whatever. I believe that this is on Galactus' ship. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get on top. Silver Surfer's, what the hell you're doing here? And then we just go into utter chaos. See, this little scene right here reminded me of Rise of the Silver Surfer. That reminds me of Rise of the Silver Surfer a little bit, where he's flying into all the destruction while he's trying to reach Galactus in the ship. It's just, I don't know. But some of these shots are pretty cool. I'm very impressed of how the costumes look. I'm very impressed of how the animation looks. I'm very impressed on the logo on top of all that. The logo? Shoot. Top tier, 100%. That's all I have to say about that. But I am excited to see what they're going to end up doing. And of course, at the very end, you get like a small little scene where Galactus is walking through the city. People complain so much. They complain so freaking much about his size and why is he so small? Shouldn't he be bigger? You got to remember, he is the embodiment of the power cosmic. He can shrink, he can grow, he can do all types of stuff. He can create black holes, he can go into infinity. It's crazy. The amount of things that it can do, Galactus himself and the power cosmic itself, out of this world. Out of this world. And I'm wondering if we're going to get any type of additional cameos. Are we going to see another Herald Galactus other than Shah LaBeouf? Are we going to end up seeing Billy Ray? Are we going to see Frankie Ray? Who knows? Who knows? The sky's the limit with this film. I'm finally glad that somebody's actually taking an initiative to sit there and create something from scratch. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because this depiction of Fantastic Four, I haven't seen at all. This reminds me of the cartoons. Not the old school movies, but of the cartoons. I really like this depiction of Fantastic Four, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go with it. Let me know what you think down below. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope you guys like my reaction and my nerding out a little bit because I do love the Fantastic Four to a specific limit. But again, I love Silver Surfer more than any of the other characters in this franchise. Even after the Rise of the Silver Surfer, there was a glimmer of hope that we would have gotten a Silver Surfer movie, because it turned out he was still alive at the end of the film. But we never got it. We never got it. So maybe this might end up pushing forward into actually giving us the original story of the Silver Surfer in our Marvel Universe compared to this Marvel Universe. I'm not quite too sure. Let's see what happens. Catch you on the next one. Social media down below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 followers by the end of the year. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. Take care.